Happy Monday. Welcome back. I'm Rita Ernst. I am the author of Show Up Positive and contributing author to Culture Impact, Strategies to Create World-Changing Workplaces. And you are here for the Monday Minute where I'm going to share an inspirational word from Show Up Positive Sparks for the Culture Hero series that we are doing right now. Sorry, my dog is chewing on my camera stand. That is not going to work. Please stop. So today's word is a continuation from last week. We are talking about the word procrastinate. No, that's not the word we're talking about. We're talking about the opposite of that word, but we're going to talk about both of these things. We are talking about proactive, but the opposite of proactive is procrastination, right? And we're talking about teams. So last week, go back and listen to it. I talked about the mindset work that you can do for yourself to help you be better at being proactive. And today I want to talk about the team stuff. Now, we all want to hire people who self-initiate, who take charge and get things done, that don't have to be led by the nose, or most of us want people like that in our organizations. So if we're hiring for that, why wouldn't it just be normal for people to be proactive? Why does this need to be a behavior that we cultivate within our team? Well, the reason for that is this psychological phenomenon known as social loafing. Now, you know, I love to share my knowledge of psychology with you because it really helps you understand what is going on inside of your team. So social loafing is this phenomenon that happens in which people put less effort forward when they are a part of a group than they do when they are individual. And these are ways that we have tested, scientifically tested. So, and one example is like a tug of war. So when an individual is by themselves on one side of the rope and they are pulling against another individual singly on the other side of the rope, and we test the level of tension, right? So the rope is actually tied to a tension mechanism. And when they are told to pull as hard as they can, the level of resistance that they individually pull is far greater than when we take that same person and we put them with other people and we add up their individual resistance levels. We get to a number, but when they all pull together, the number that they equal is actually less than the sum of all of their individual parts. And this is how we get to social loafing. So for some reason, in our animal instincts, when we are part of a group, we feel at peace to not have to pull as hard, to not have to work as hard. We call this social loafing, but I think that is sort of a misnomer, because here's the lens that I want you to have. If you want people in your organization to be self-starters and proactive, there is something valuable about this social loafing mechanism. The fact that I don't have to work that hard all the time. I can count on others around me. Because if we're pulling all the time at our maximum effort, we're going to end up burnt out. We're going to use up that strength. And then we're going to have even more recovery time. So I don't see social loafing as a bad thing. It is small moments of recovery time. So this is the wonderful thing about being part of a strong team. So we don't want to expect people to be out there giving their all, super proactive 100% of the time. There is this respite where they can count on their teammates to step in and do some of that proactive heavy lifting work. And isn't that an amazing thing? So when you think about being proactive in the team, it's not always just focused on you then, right? In a team, some of the questions to contemplate is, where is the energy level of the people around me? And is this a time when I need to step forward more because somebody else needs to rest? Another question worth contemplating is, when was the last time I was like super proactive? And has it been a while? Is it time for me to show up with that level of proactivity again? Really good question to ask. So we don't have to be the constant heavy hitter, high achiever, self-starter. Asking somebody to be that in the team all the time is losing the power of the team to create the safety net of social loafing, bad name for it, right? This natural respite that comes from being part of a team. So know that it is perfectly normal and very healthy for you and others around you to sometimes take a step back, to take in the opportunity to rest, knowing that the people around you are going to pick up the slack and help you maintain even when you are not in a place to give your all. So proactive. Proactive isn't burnout. We don't want to get to burnout. We don't want to push ourselves to that level. Proactive is about self-initiating, but also within the construct of self-care and hopefully being able to leverage that team around you to give you the space that you need. I hope you found this Monday Minute helpful. Go out this week and think about in your team how you guys are doing at supporting and picking up the slack for one another, because oftentimes when teams are in a place of struggle, when things are maybe going in a negative spin, we want to recognize when people are stepping forward, and we want to acknowledge that. We want to encourage that. We want others in the team to see that people are putting forward extra effort. All of these are ways to bind us together stronger as a team. Thanks for joining me for this Monday Minute. I'll see you back next week, and we're going to start a new word. But I lost my book. I don't know. I laid it down somewhere. I've looked all over. I cannot find it. So I'm not sure what the next word is. But won't that be fun? You'll find out next week. See you back here. Bye.